Welcome, everyone, to Oxford 4000 Essential English Words, episode 19. I'm your host, Emma.
And I'm your co host, Frank. It's great to be back with you all. Emma, you seem to be in a particularly good mood today.
I am. I just finished a fascinating book, and it's put me in a very thoughtful state of mind. It makes you think about words and their power.
That sounds like the perfect transition for our show. Speaking of words, what's on the menu for today? What 10 words are we diving into?
An excellent question. Today, we've got a very eclectic mix for our listeners. Get ready for decay, homeless, current, regardless, by, platform, truth, torment, by, and lemon.
Wow, that's quite a list. We're going from something as serious as homeless and torment to something as simple as buy and lemon. This is going to be an interesting journey.
It certainly will be. It shows how language covers every aspect of life, from the profound to the everyday. Before we jump into our word by word deep dive, we want to give a quick shout out to our amazing listeners.
That's right. If you're enjoying our content and want to help us create more polished episodes, please take a moment to save this episode. Give us a like, subscribe to our channel, share it with your friends, and don't forget to hit that notification bell.
Your support truly means the world to us. Now, are you ready to get started, Frank?
Absolutely. Let's kick things off. What's our first word?
Our first word is decay. As a verb, it means to rot or decompose through the action of bacteria and fungi. The core meaning in Chinese is 腐烂,衰败.
Decay. It makes me think of that piece of fruit I forgot in my bag last week. So, decay is mostly about things literally rotting, like food or wood?
That's its most common use, yes. For example, sugar makes your teeth decay. But it can also be used more figuratively to describe the decline of something, like a system or a society. You could say, the old empire was in a state of decay for decades before it finally collapsed.
That's a great distinction. So I could say, after the flood, we noticed the wooden posts of the fence were starting to decay. And for the figurative sense, maybe something like, some people believe that a lack of reading leads to the decay of critical thinking skills.
Exactly. Both are perfect examples of how to use decay. It can be a physical process or a gradual decline in quality or power. Let's move on to our next word, which is homeless.
Homeless. This one seems straightforward. It's an adjective describing someone who has no home, right?
Precisely. It means without a home. In Chinese, we can think of it as 无家可归的. For instance, the charity provides food and shelter for homeless people. It's often used as a noun as well, as in, the homeless need more support from the government.
So you can say a homeless person or refer to a group as the homeless. I remember seeing a documentary about a man who became homeless after losing his job. It was a very powerful story.
It's a very serious issue, and the word carries a lot of weight. You could also use it in a sentence like, the organization is dedicated to helping homeless veterans get back on their feet. It's a word that calls for empathy.
Definitely. Okay, what do you have for us next, Emma?
Next up is current. As an adjective, it means happening or being used or done now. The Chinese equivalent would be 当前的现在的.
Oh, like current events. So if my boss asks for the current status of a project, he means what's happening with it right now.
That's the one. For example, what is your current address? It also has a noun form, which can mean a flow of water or air, or a flow of electricity. For example, the swimmer was pulled out to sea by the strong current.
Right, I've heard that one. Be careful of the river's current. So for the adjective, I could ask you, what is the current exchange rate for dollars to euros?
And I would tell you to check a reliable source. That's a perfect use of the word. You're highlighting the right now aspect of it. Let's keep this momentum going. Our next word is regardless.
Regardless. This is one of those words I hear all the time. It's an adverb, right? It means despite the circumstances.
You've got it. It means paying no attention to the present situation. The core idea is 不管不顾. A very common phrase is regardless of. For example, the law requires that all children receive an education regardless of their background.
So it's like saying no matter what. I could say, I'm going to finish this marathon regardless of how tired I feel.
An excellent and very determined example. You can also use it at the end of a sentence. He says he'll buy the car regardless. It implies he'll do it even if there are problems or objections.
That makes sense. She decided to travel the world regardless of the cost. It emphasizes her determination. All right, what's next?
Our next word is a simple but essential one. Bye. It's an exclamation used when you're leaving someone. It's the short form of goodbye. In Chinese, it's simply 再见.
Ha, I think our listeners have this one down. It's probably one of the first English words many people learn. Okay, I have to go now. Bye. Is there anything more to it?
Not much, but it's interesting how informal it is. You'd say bye to a friend, but you might say goodbye in a more formal setting, like at the end of a business meeting. You could also say bye for now, which implies you'll see them again soon.
Good point. It's about context. It feels friendly and casual. Talk to you later. Bye. Okay, that was a nice, easy one. Let's keep moving. Just a quick reminder to our listeners, if you find this deep dive helpful, please save the episode word list, subscribe, and hit the notification bell for our next set of 10 words.
Well said, Frank. Our next word is platform. As a noun, it has a few meanings. The most common one is a raised level surface on which people or things can stand. In Chinese, this would be 平台,站台.
Like a train platform, the train to London will depart from platform 4.
Exactly. But in today's digital world, it also very commonly refers to a type of computer system or a digital service. For instance, YouTube is a popular video sharing platform. This is a crucial meaning in the current era.
Ah, the digital platform. That makes perfect sense. So, social media sites are platforms. I could say our podcast is available on all major listening platforms. It can also be used in politics, right? Like a party's platform?
Yes, that's another key meaning. A political platform is the declared policy of a political party or group. For example, the party's platform includes tax cuts and healthcare reform. It's the foundation of their ideas.
So many uses for one word. From a train station to the internet to politics. Fascinating. What's our next word?
Next, we have truth. It's a noun that refers to the quality or state of being true. The Chinese is 真相,事实.
The truth. A very profound concept. So, like, tell me the truth. It's about honesty and facts.
Correct. It's the opposite of a lie. You could have a sentence like, the truth is that I forgot to do my homework. It's also used in phrases like the moment of truth, which is a critical moment when you find out if something is a success or failure.
I like that phrase. After months of practice, the championship game was the moment of truth. You can also talk about a grain of truth, meaning a small amount of truth in a statement that is otherwise false.
Another great phrase. For example, his wild story had a grain of truth in it, but most of it was exaggerated. Truth is a powerful word with many nuances. Now for something a bit darker.
Torment. Torment. That sounds painful. Is it a verb or a noun?
It can be both. As a noun, it means severe physical or mental suffering. As a verb, it means to cause someone to experience severe physical or mental suffering. The Chinese meaning is 折磨痛苦.
So, as a noun, he was in torment after injuring his leg. And as a verb, the bullies would torment him every day at school. It's a very strong word.
It is. It implies more than just annoyance, it's deep suffering. You could also use it for mental anguish. For example, she was tormented by the memory of the accident. It conveys a constant gnawing pain.
I see. It's definitely not a word to be used lightly. Okay, let's move to something a bit more transactional. What's next?
Our ninth word is buy. This is a verb our listeners will know well. It means to obtain something in exchange for payment. In Chinese, that's 购买.
Simple enough. I need to go to the store to buy some milk. Are there any other uses we should know about?
Well, it can also be used figuratively to mean to accept that something is true. For example, he told her he was late because of traffic, but she didn't buy it.
Ah, so it means you don't believe the excuse. He tried to sell me a story about being a famous actor, but I wasn't buying it. That's a very common informal usage. I like that.
It's very useful in everyday conversation. You want me to believe that a dog ate your report? I don't buy that for a second. Now for our final word of the day.
Let's hear it.
Our last word is lemon. It's a noun, a pale yellow oval citrus fruit with thick skin and acidic juice. In Chinese, that's 柠檬.
A lemon. I like to add a slice of lemon to my tea. But wait, doesn't it also have another meaning? Something negative?
You are absolutely right, Frank. Informally, a lemon can refer to something, especially a vehicle, that is defective or constantly gives problems. For example, the car I bought turned out to be a real lemon. It was always in the shop.
I knew it. So if I buy a brand new phone and it stops working after a day, I could say, I think I bought a lemon.
That is a perfect use of the slang term. It's a great example of how a simple word can take on a completely new meaning in a different context. And that wraps up our 10 words.
From decay to lemons, what a ride.
Now, to see how these words work together, let's move on to our scenario dialogue segment. Today's scene is a conversation between two friends where one is trying to convince the other about a great investment opportunity.
This sounds like it could get interesting. Let's do it.
You start, Frank.
Hey Emma, I've got to tell you about this incredible investment platform I found. It promises huge returns.
Another one? Frank, the truth is, most of those online schemes are designed to torment people who are looking for easy money. I just don't buy it.
But this one is different. My current financial situation isn't great, and I feel like I need to do something. I don't want to end up homeless.
I understand the fear, but rushing into something risky is not the answer. Regardless of the promises, you need to do your research. Many of these platforms just decay and disappear, taking everyone's money with them.
You really think it's a lemon? The guy on the video seemed so convincing. He said this was the future.
Of course he did. That's his job. Look, I have to run. We can talk more later. Bye.
That was a fun little scene. We managed to get all 10 words in there.
We did. You can see how words like platform, current, and truth fit naturally into a conversation about a modern problem, while lemon and decay add that critical, skeptical layer. And torment really emphasizes the potential negative outcome.
Exactly. It shows how vocabulary brings a conversation to life. Now, it's time to put our listeners to the test with our Chinese to English practice segment. I'll give you a sentence in Chinese using some of the words we learned today, and you at home try to translate it into English.
Ready when you are, Frank. Let's see what you've got.
All right, here is your first challenge sentence. 不管你现在的处境如何，真相是，如果你不买食物，它就会腐烂。I'll give you 5 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Time's up. That was a good one. A solid translation would be regardless of your current situation, the truth is that if you don't buy food, it will decay.
Nice and direct. I like it. Another way to say it could be, the truth is, food will decay if you don't buy it, regardless of your current circumstances. This version puts a bit more emphasis on the truth.
Both are excellent. They correctly use regardless, current, truth, buy, and decay. Great start. What's next?
Okay, challenge number 2. This one involves a bit more emotion. Here it is. 那个无家可归的人在站台上被回忆折磨着，那辆车简直是个泥梦。Ready? 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
That's a powerful sentence. My translation would be the homeless man was tormented by memories on the platform, and that car was a total lemon.
Very good. You captured the feeling perfectly. An alternative could be, on the train platform, the homeless man was in torment from his memories, realizing his car had been a complete lemon. This version uses torment as a noun, which also works beautifully.
Both versions effectively use homeless, platform, torment, and lemon. Fantastic. Let's do one more.
Last one. Here we go. 再见，我不会买你的故事，因为真相是当前的平台正在衰败。5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
A great final challenge. A direct and effective translation is buy, I won't buy your story because the truth is the current platform is in decay.
Perfect. It hits all the keywords. Buy in its figurative sense, truth, current, platform, and decay in its figurative sense. You could also phrase it as, I'm not buying your excuse. The truth is this current platform is decaying, so buy. It's a bit more informal and confrontational, which fits the context.
Wonderful job, Frank, and to all our listeners who practiced along with us. That brings us to the end of our episode.
It flew by. So Emma, what's in store for our listeners next time? Can you give us a little sneak peek?
I'd be happy to. In our next episode, we'll be exploring another fascinating set of words: harden, further, network, cheese, alarm, disadvantage, cat, blame, rescue, and ugly.
Ooh, from hardened to ugly, with cheese and cat in the middle. I can't wait. Once again, we want to thank all of you for tuning in. If you learned something new today, please show your support by liking, subscribing, sharing, and hitting that notification bell.
It helps us more than you know. This has been another episode of Oxford 4000 Essential English Words. Thanks for listening.
We'll talk to you next time. Bye, everyone.